Hello, are you hearing me? If you do not have the funds to take a girl out on a date, do not ask her out on a date. Take several seats. Matter of fact, get up from your seat and go get a job. We're not doing this in 2021. I look so amazing today. Like, hello, period. I'm wearing press-on nails today. I did my own press-ons. They look cute, you know. Hey lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ashley Moore, and I am back with another video. In today's video, as you guys read by the title, I am going to be doing another story time. Let's just get this out the way right now before we get to it. If you do not have the funds to take a girl out on a date, do not ask her out on a date. Y'all need to stop doing that. Like, that's not even funny. If you broke, just say that. But you know, don't put a girl in a situation where she thinking you finna pay and you not finna pay. Like, that's just so goofy. So this is gonna be like a 2-in-1 story time because I couldn't really choose which one to like differentiate as the worst date ever, because they're technically both the worst to me. You guys can comment down below which date is the worst date ever to you, because I couldn't choose between both stories because both of them are really, yeah. So you guys already know when I do my story times, I do give the backstory, so you guys will get like a better sense of what I'm about to get into. So the first story time took place January of last year, and the second story time took place February of last year. Yes, it was with the same guy. If you guys have been around on my channel for a while, you guys know that I was in a relationship at some point. So this is when I was in that relationship before I realized my worth and knew better for myself, and I stopped settling for what I knew I deserved. So first, let's get into what happened in January. So during this time, we were home from school. Oh, we didn't give him a name. Hold up. We said clown for the other story time, so we can't do clown twice. If you haven't watched that story time, by the way, you should go check that out. We're gonna call him Joke. Joke asked to see me during winter break. We have not seen each other. It was wrapping up anyway, like we were gonna go back to school anyway, so I don't know why we couldn't just wait until then. So because, you know, Joke was my man at some point, I was on the phone with him all the time, and one of those moments, I think it was 2 nights before the actual date, he asked me if he could see me over the weekend. I said sure. I was like, where are you taking me? And of course, this is why, like I said, I knew my worth. Joke was not the romantic type whatsoever, and I was kind of tired of teaching him how to be a romantic. Like, you should do this and you should do that, you should do this. Like, he was not a relationship person. He never like planned out things for me. He kind of was just like, we'll just find out when we get there, which was a turn off for me. I've been vocal about that many times. Girl, one ear out the other with this man. So this was one of those situations where he's asking me to see me, but he has no plans. It was either we went with the flow, because that's how he lives with life. He goes by the flow. I'm not. I'm a very calculated person. I need to plan things out before I move. It's either that or I throw out an idea, but I don't know why I should be throwing the idea out when you're the one asking me out to leave my house early in the morning, to wake up early on a Saturday morning to get ready to leave to see you. I said, let's just go to Rock and Toss, and he said okay. If you're not from the DMV area, Rock and Toss is a seafood boil spot. It's my favorite seafood boil spot. So then 2 days passed, now it's Saturday. Woke up early, I got dressed, I got real cute, you know, casual but yet cute at the same time. I'm starting my day off with seafood. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but if you follow me on Instagram, I know you see my random posts of my seafood boil bags whenever I go get some seafood. Like, seafood is my favorite. Wings and fries used to be my favorite meal before I found out what seafood boil bags were. Now I still like wings and fries though, but now seafood is like top 2 and it's not even number 2. No, I'm hype. I'm gonna go to my favorite restaurant, start my day off, start my weekend off. So then I'm dressed and I'm waiting for a joke to pull up on me. He texts me that he's outside and we're on the way to the restaurant. At the restaurant, we like table for 2. We sat us at the table. Joke doesn't really eat seafood boils, so he had to go ahead and like get something simple. I think he got just scallops, but I got like a full-on bag, like the make your own combo. The crabs, the sausage, the corn, the potatoes, the shrimp, everything. Like, again, I like the whole 9 in my bags. Okay, we're talking it up, chatting it up. So like the vibe of the restaurant was like really lit. It was live, it was fun. There's a lot of people there because I mean it's Rock and Toss. Hello, it's a lot of people there. That's why we had to wait a little bit for our table. I forgot to mention that. Our food finally comes. They shake up the bag. I love when you do that. So they're shaking up our bags like this. Gave us our bibs. Y'all know how that goes. We're eating. The food is good. It's delicious. I'm crushing. He's crushing. It was a good date. It was good until You go to certain restaurants, you have a certain waiter and they ask you, how's your food, how's it going? You know, they just keep coming in and checking in on your table every 10 minutes so they can hurry it up and give you your bill and you can step. So after all those checking in on us every 10 minutes, the waiter finally came to us if we were ready to pay. I said yeah, but I would have liked to go back, because if you can finish a whole seafood bag in one sitting, I need your stomach. I eat slow and I don't really finish my food in one sitting. So we both said yes, that we were ready to leave, we were ready to pay. He said no problem, I'll be back with your bag and your bill, and he left. I noticed that it was kind of quiet on the table, and this kind of does happen when the bill is brought up. This was one of the many red flags in this relationship that I ignored, was when we would go on dates and it was time to pay the bill. And my whole thing is, this is my opinion when it comes to paying the bill on dates. If you guys are in a committed relationship, why do you have your girlfriend paying y'all bill? The only time where I feel like that's okay is if she offered to take both of you guys out and like, hey babe, get up, I want to take you somewhere today, whoop-de-whoop, and she takes you out to whatever place and she pays. Cool, like that's cool. But like, you the man asked me, the girl, to get out of my bed after early on a Saturday morning to come see you and to go on a date with you. Now you got me out here paying for it. I didn't even expect to leave my house today until you talked about it the night before or 2 nights ago. I noticed that the vibe changed. Per usual, when the bill is discussed, he's looking at me, I look up and I realize he's looking at me, and he's like, are you gonna send it? And I'm like, send what? And he was like, your cash app. Huh? Right when he asked me that, the bill does come in and our total was basically almost $70. Yeah, mind you, I didn't even send half. Like, this man really took the receipt and calculated like how much was his actual bag and said, I'm gonna send you my cash app. So you didn't have the money for a date today, so why did you ask me out? Why am I here? I could be in bed cooling it. It's a Saturday. I could be in bed binge watching something on Netflix or on Hulu, and I chose to throw that away to be on a date with you. And not only that, I'm here and I'm paying for not even half. Again, like I said, I got like a real life seafood boiled bag, like with all the works. So of course my meal was like a little bit more expensive than what he got, which was just scallops and whatever else. So he took the receipt, real life, analyzed it, saying, okay, I bought this, I bought this, I bought this, I bought that. No, that's you. I didn't eat that. Okay, so my total is this. I'm gonna send you this to my cash app, okay? That's why I said what I said in the beginning of this video to the men. If you, not even men, like whoever is asking whoever on a date, but I mainly am addressing this to men. If you do not have the funds to take a woman out on a date, you have no business asking her out on a date. If you don't got the money, Go run it up before you ask a girl out, because it's stuff like this that does not need to be happening, especially at the age that we are at. Well, in this case, our 20s. In our 20s, that should not be happening. We're not kids. I'm looking at him. I'm really not trying to start an argument in this restaurant because that's embarrassing. One thing about me, I could be like, oh, but deep down, I'm not messing with you right now. Like, you really got me messed up. This was one of those situations because I really did not want to leave. I just had seafood. I just had a good bag of crab legs. Don't ruin my mood, okay? The guy comes back to take the card, my card. I gave him my card. He took the receipt and the bill book thing. He came back out really fast and said, here you go. Hope you enjoyed your food today, and gave me my to-go bag, and then we left. And so then he asked me if I wanted to do anything else. No, I want to go home. Can we do something else? No, like, you just made me pay for my own meal, sir. But outside, I was like, nah, I'd rather just go home. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. I just want to go home at this point. Don't get me wrong, guys. I really was verbal in my relationship. But in this case, I just wasn't really feeling it. Like, I feel like it was the crab legs that did this. I don't know. It did kind of blow me. This was not the first time he would ask me out to go somewhere with him and then make me pay. But like, usually when that would happen, I would just like send half, even if my total was like, let's say we went somewhere and the total of the bill was like $17. So half of that is like 8.5. Yeah, $8.50 each. Let's say my actual meal was like $4. I would still send $8.50 anyway. Even if my meal was like $3 or $4, me personally, I'm not doing the most. If you want me to send a portion of this, I'll just send you half. I don't care. That was actually the worst one ever because it was a restaurant that I liked. Like, it's my favorite restaurant and it's where my favorite food was served at. You were in my ear telling me we about to have the best lunch. We're about to have a good time with the whoop, and you ruined it real life in front of all these people. He realized, said, yep. That's the total. Ooh, $70. I'm not even trying to pay the 70. Let's see. So I ate the scallops and they came with corn and potatoes. So that's like $18. So I'm gonna send you 18, okay? I'll send that right now and check your cash out in like 10 seconds. Okay? Yep. Alright. Hope you had a good time though. Anyway, so the second story time, Joke and I went on another date in February, and let me tell you guys this right now. Actually, this second story time was our last date because after that, I was done. We actually didn't go out on any other ones after that. Even when I did see him again for fall semester, I didn't really consider any of those. They weren't dates. Let's just make that clear, because I had learned during that time that he wasn't on man time when it came to stuff like that. At this point, what we're doing is like a friendship thing. When I would go on meal dates with friends, unless they chose to just go ahead and take over and pay the bill themselves, I'm used to like paying my half and they pay for theirs, male or female. So it was basically that every single time I went out with this man. So a backstory to the backstory for story time number 2. So story time number 2 takes place on Valentine's Day, last year's Valentine's Day. Prior to this actual date, he took me to Chili's about 2 or 3 times. And no shade to all the chili fans out there, but I don't eat Chili's. I don't wake up and say, hey, let's go get something from Chili's. I don't know. That's not on my mind. Like, who purposely wakes up and go eat Chili's? That's like waking up and coming on the group chat saying, hey, who's trying to put up for Arby's? Who does that? So I thought that he had just found out about Chili's and he just really likes the food. No. His real reason for really liking Chili's during that time and why he was so comfortable with always asking me to come with him was because apparently Chili's has this thing called 3 for $10. If I get something from the 3 for $10 menu and he gets something from the 3 for $10 menu, and if there's a deal going on top of that, he only has to pay $20 or less. I found out about that literally, I believe 2 days before Valentine's Day. Oh, so that's why he's been taking me to Chili's back to back to back to back to back, because it's cheaper. Instead of knowing that what he was doing was low-key wild, he would try to make me seem like what I'm asking is wild. He did that a lot. So when I realized that we were going to Chili's a little bit too often, and I asked him like, yo, like, why can't we just go somewhere else while we always going to Chili's? His thing was, oh, what's wrong with Chili's? Oh, you don't like Chili's? Oh, Chili's food is bomb. Blah, blah, blah. Like, just going in. Just because I asked, why you keep taking me to the same restaurant back to back to back to back? And I don't like that. And I said that. I was like, I don't really like going to the same place multiple times. And they say, like, this is not romantic. Like, taking your girl to the same place over and over and over again. A, she's gonna get tired of it. And B, she's low-key gonna be tired of you. But of course, when I brought that up, what did it lead to, guys? That's right, an argument. It's Valentine's Day. So all of February and kind of slash the end of January, he kept taking me to Chili's. That's when my interest in just going out with him, period, was just like really going down. Not only was it because we were going to the same place every time, but it was because he was tired of paying, though he was the one that always wanted to go to Chili's with me. At some point he got mad with me because he hated how he kept having to pay for our bill all the time. Yet I couldn't even choose what I really wanted to eat because, yeah, you only want me to eat the 3 for 10. That's it. If I were to ask for anything more,
or how much that cost, oh yeah, send me that, how much that cost. Well, that ain't part of the 3 for 10. Are you going to cash out that to me?
That's when all of that with me just started going downhill because I was already like not really feeling the relationship for many reasons. It was bad. So this was like kind of added on to the really long list of problems that I had with him and the relationship. Valentine's Day came around. So this was my first, I guess. He gave me flowers. He tells me to make sure I get all dressed up real nice and cute because he's going to take me somewhere special. I'm excited and I'm geeked. Like, this was like a real life Valentine's Day. I'm excited. So then I get dressed. I got all cute. My hair was done. I had on this blue tie front top with these ripped jeans and lace up heels. And this is when I had like my 30-inch wig. My makeup, of course, flawless, her usual. I was looking good. When I walked out my apartment, I was already getting compliments from other students that were walking past, like, oh, she looks good. Oh, you look good, girl. I walk into the car, there was like these 2 girls. They were coming into the apartment, the one that I was living in. They were coming in as I was leaving out. So I held the door open for them and they were like, oh, you look so beautiful. Thank you. I get into Joke's car because he was parked outside and he was like basically complimenting me. I was told I was going somewhere special. I'm actually thinking that we were actually going somewhere special. Like, we was on the road for like 30 minutes. We're driving, playing music, the vibe is cool. I'm excited to see what this place is because like the drive was really long and I was just in the best mood. So then we come to this part of Salisbury that was kind of, you know, on the vacant side. You know, it was kind of, you know, a little bit of an empty lot. A few restaurants, a few stores, but it was kind of empty, low-key at the same time. And then we're pulling up to that vacant lot. So I'm thinking it's one of these places, it's one of these stores, the restaurant, because on the other side of where he was pulling up was just a Chili's. Oh no, I know you are effing lying. I'm thinking we're going over there. He says, oh crap, my bad. Turns the car around. We going to Chili's.
No, security!
Are you kidding me, bro? I was basically bamboozled at this point. We're at the same place that we were going to like crazy back when we were home for winter break and when we got back here. You just drove me to a Chili's that was farther away from the school. Is that what made it special? Because it was farther from the school? I'm confused. I'm like staring at the sign like really mad because like I'm tired of seeing this sign. I'm tired of seeing welcome to Chili's on the door. Like, why are we here? It is Valentine's Day. You could have used this opportunity to take me somewhere where both of us never been to before and we can try something new. Why are we here? Why? Looking as good as I could get on Valentine's Day. My first Valentine's date and we're at Chili's. You lied to me. You lied to me. You told me it was somewhere special. This ain't special. We already been here 10 million times. Is it special because it was 30 minutes away from school? I'm confused. I was looking fire, yo. And you got me in Chili's, my guy? You are what? Yo, it was just like, wow. So we're at Chili's. All these eyes are on us or whatever as we're walking in. They gave us our menus. The waitress, she was so nice. She complimented me like the whole time we were there. Like every few times that she came in to check on us, she just had to slip in how beautiful I looked that night, which I highly appreciated. Usually I would enjoy compliments, and I not that I wasn't, but it was just blowing me because like I knew I looked great. Too great for Chili's. It made no type of sense. So as the waitress is gone, we're still looking at the menu. I asked him, though I kind of knew the answer, but I really wanted to see if it would change because it was Valentine's Day, because like I said, he said this was something special and I didn't see the specialty in none of this. So I asked him what he was getting and he said,
duh, the usual, 3 for 10.
Then he asked me what am I getting. I chose something outside of the 3 for 10. He came back and said,
oh, you gonna pay for that?
You did not just ask me that on Valentine's Day. The fact that you even asked me that is kind of like, how much does that cost? You gonna say that to me? Girl. So I said, oh, but if I get something from the 3 for 10 menu, you gonna pay for it, huh?
Oh yeah, I got you.
So the lady comes back and asks us what we're getting. He told the lady that he wanted his 3 for 10. Then I had no choice. I had to get the 3 for 10 myself. She said, okay.
Cool, I'll be back with your food soon. By the way, I'm sorry I keep staring at your makeup, your outfit, your hair. You just look so beautiful tonight.
So fast forward. The food comes, we're eating, low-key eating in silence. Like the only time we will have like a conversation is if he brought it up. I was just not with this. Like the bill comes. He got his little 2 3 for 10s. I'm not expecting to hear anything about paying.
You gonna send me your half?
No, security!
But mind y'all, in this case, I didn't pay. Read the room, my guy. Like, this is not the time for you to be on this. It's Valentine's Day. It's Love Day. The significant other shows you how much they really love you. You taking me to Chili's shows me today how much you really do care about me. That's not a lot of love right now. I'm not even gonna hold you. I flat out said, I'm not doing that. Read the room. It's Valentine's Day. And you took me here. I guess he didn't want to argue that day. Oh, because he will argue. And he just said,
alright, I'll do it, I guess.
All sad and sulky, whatever. Girl, I don't care. And he paid the waitress. And she came back with his card and it to go back for me. Yeah, that was that. After that situation, we never went on any more dates. That was like the beginning of the end. I was done completely, and I finally acted on it and they cut it out. I'm going to be single until otherwise, unless a guy comes to me and steps up and it's really on man time. If we're not on the same page, don't talk to me. If we're not seeing eye to eye, don't talk to me. I'm not trying to be with anybody who has the potential. Either you have your ish together or you don't, and if you don't talk to me, period. But okay guys, that is the end of today's story time. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said in the beginning of the video, which date do you think was worse? Comment down below. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you're rocking with it. Don't give me a dislike because that's not going to help my channel, okay? Comment, subscribe, and of course share this video with your friends. And make sure to follow me on all social medias, which is linked down below. And until my next one, bye guys.